The Edge at 11 starts now.
Tonight on The Edge, it might not be a lot of snow, but it's enough to make conditions dangerous for drivers. Right now, our Fox 2 weather beast is giving us a look at the roads out on M14. Clear right there, so it really depends on where you are. The good news, though, is conditions should be better by the morning commute.
Yeah, Thursday's a big day. You got people that are going to go to work. People want to go to the Lions game in downtown. The cold front is sticking around, though, for a little longer. Meteorologist Stephanie Mead has a look at our forecast. Stephanie.
For sure, yeah. And just from last week, we know that we really don't need a whole lot in order to create issues out on the roadways here. Now, this is a vantage point from I-75, just a little further south of Flint, and we are getting some very minor accumulations on some of the grassy areas. Now, roadways are going to be slick in spots, not all spots, especially untreated surfaces. I think a lot of the community roadways, neighborhood roadways, county roadways, and possibly a few secondary roadways, you could be dealing with slick spots for the morning commute tomorrow. We don't have a winter weather advisory out for southeast Michigan for right now. Areas north up near the thumb, and then winter storm warnings out near western Michigan. Those are in place until tomorrow. Now, they're dealing with additional lake effect snow. We'll see some snow squalls possibly as we head through late tonight into early tomorrow morning between 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning. Then the snow begins to subside. But as of right now, we are seeing some heavier bands of snow set up a little further west of the city, just outside of Ann Arbor, and then additional heavier snow showers well west of Detroit. There is that opportunity for additional snow heading through the overnight, so early tomorrow morning between midnight and 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning. So we're not completely ruling out any additional snow. Nothing that's going to give astronomically large snowfall accumulation again. That is not the goal with this system. The system is going to bring gusty winds and some very cold weather right behind it. Right as we start early tomorrow morning, 6, 7 o'clock, we should begin to dry out. We'll see peaks of sunshine too, but I don't think that's going to help us out in terms of temperature warmth tomorrow. It's not going to be impressive in terms of snowfall amounts. Again, ½ an inch to an inch at most. It is going to be gusty though. Wind gusts anywhere between 30 to 40, in some cases almost 45 miles per hour through the day on Thursday. Light breeze sticks around through the end of the week, but with those winds and colder temperatures, it's going to feel like the single digits for a lot of spots. Low 30s right now, few 20s out west. Temperatures feel like the teens for a lot of locations. Will dip to 22 tonight. Snow squalls possible. I think a few additional lighter snow showers in the mix too. Highs tomorrow don't make it out of the 20s, and over the next 7 days or so, I would anticipate warmer temperatures warming in. So a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. Temps will be in the mid 40s on Sunday. Monday will be near 50. Don't forget, you can always get the latest forecast by checking the Fox 2 weather app. You can download it for free in the App Store or in Google Play.
By starting a campaign for governor, by having a conversation about whether it's time for a whole new approach, a governor who's an independent.
Detroit Mayor Mike Duggan officially announces his candidacy for governor of Michigan. He says he's running as an independent. Duggan hopes his independent bid will bring change for those just tired of the two-party system.
He says since the election, more people feel left out of both parties.
I've watched what's happened in Lansing, and it has gotten worse and worse. The partisan environment is more and more toxic. Republican brings something up, all the Democrats are against it. Democrat brings something up, all the Republicans are against it.
Well, Duggan's announcement came as a surprise to many in the political world. Some speculate that this could hand the governor's race over to the Republicans.
I would think Democrats would be concerned because he has the potential of peeling off probably the largest concentration of Democratic votes in the state. It sounds like a prescription for getting a Republican elected.
That concentration is right here in southeast Michigan. Duggan has served as Detroit mayor since 2014. Initially, he was elected as a write-in candidate.
To my family, my colleagues, my staff, to the great people of Michigan, thank you one and all from the bottom of my heart. It's been an honor to serve you. Thank you.
In Washington, a bittersweet moment for U.S. Senator Debbie Stabenow. Today, she gave her final major speech on the Senate floor. Stabenow has spent 24 years representing Michigan in the Senate, the first woman to do so. She opted not to run for re-election and will now pass the torch to Senator-elect Elissa Slotkin next month.
Also tonight, a story that may make you blush. Look, working here at Fox 2 is always interesting to hear the stories that Edge reporter Jessica Dupnack is going to pitch for the day.
And today, she told us she wanted to cover a bait shop in Ecorse. We'll let her tell you why.
Here is your one-way ticket to Pound Town. Recently, an explosion of interest here downriver and beyond in a catchy slogan right on the side of a bait and tackle spot. You'll have to get your mind out of the gutter for this story.
I went to Pound Town today. I went to Pound Town on the D. Pound Town on the Dirty D is another saying.
There's a lot of pounding going on downriver.
I couldn't even give you a number.
Tens of thousands?
Probably.
That's tens of thousands of shirts Christy Newman's family-owned bait and tackle shop have sold with this logo on it.
So we ship all over the place. There's people, there's Marines that order them to their base.
Just this week, they got a photo from another satisfied customer from Guam in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
I bought probably 10 of them shirts to give to people.
Steve Becria owns the Riverside Coney next door to DipNet Bait and Tackle in Ecorse. He's seen more customers as a result of the slogan really catching on recently.
It might rub some people the wrong way, but it's actually harmless fun.
You get people coming through the door saying, I need some Pound Town merch?
Yes, absolutely.
So what does it really mean?
We used to always say, oh, we're going to Pound Town. You're pounding the jigs off the bottom, you're pounding the fish, Pound Town.
They've taken a little heat recently on the Downriver Big Fest Facebook page and elsewhere, people venting that their kids are asking too many questions about Pound Town, calling it offensive. To those folks, an open invitation.
My response would be to bring them in and let them see the fishing stuff and let us educate them on what it means and let us take them fishing.
I guess I can swap my beanie out for this hat. Now that I know the real meaning of Pound Town, the merch is on sale in-store and online just in time for the holidays. Reporting in Ecorse, Jessica Dupnack on The Edge.
I was just saying, I grew up on a lake. Never heard of Pound Town when it came to fishing. But Jessica, you wear that hat with pride.
You go, girl.
Well, it is the most wonderful time of the year for Porch Pirates. Says Cyber Monday packages land on your front doorstep. The thieves aren't far behind.
Yeah, the Berkeley woman, she could not believe that her Ring doorbell tipped her off to not just one, but two people who stole her items just minutes apart. Two package thefts at the same house, roughly 20 minutes apart.
This is him running up. And there he goes, getting in his car.
Both crimes captured on Amy Birmingham's Ring doorbell camera in Berkeley.
The dog was in the window barking.
Birmingham was on a shopping trip with a neighbor Wednesday when she got the alert. She says the first Porch pirate struck just after 2 in the afternoon. He stole a package of electronics from Verizon. Then, around 2:30, a different thief took the second delivery. So as you're watching the video, what emotions are you going through?
I guess anger and shock were the two biggest things. And just the audacity that people have.
We've noticed a trend of that they're actually following, specifically this year, following the delivery trucks or the post office.
A report from security.org says nationally, Porch pirates stole more than $8 billion in merchandise in 2023. Every year, Berkeley Police Lieutenant Andrew Hatfield says there's a noticeable uptick in package thefts between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
In Berkeley, there's been 5 in the past week.
On Wednesday evening, officers arrested a suspected thief from the weekend.
The subject was not from Berkeley. He's coming from outside the community. There was actually an off-duty detective from another agency that was aware, looking for the vehicle, happened to spot him, followed him until we got in position and stopped him.
That's progress, but police are still looking for the Grinches who stole from Amy Birmingham. In the meantime, police say consider having packages delivered to a work address, a trusted relative or friend who's home, or pick it up at the store.
The delivery driver could be changing the required signature portion of it because the electronics were supposed to have signatures required for delivery, and they did not. It makes me definitely think twice about what we order and if we should have them delivered to our house.
Amy Birmingham says that she has filed a claim with Verizon and FedEx, and since we know this happens frequently, we did some research, found a poll from security.org. It says that 1% of Michiganders report a theft on their porch within the last 3 months. The national average is really just 4%. So in Michigan, even though we're telling you about these crimes, Michigan is a bit safer than other states across the country.
It is tough, though, because really you can't control when your packages are really delivered, especially when you're at work or whatever the case may be. Just wish that people would do the right thing.
Of course.
Also tonight, a warning from the Oakland County Sheriff. Another string of burglaries in high-end neighborhoods. Sheriff Mike Bouchard says in the past week, they've seen 8 burglaries targeting neighborhoods in West Bloomfield, Novi, Rochester Hills, and Oakland Township. The sheriff's office believes many of the burglars are from Chile. Several Oakland County communities have been targeted by similar groups over the past year.
We had some pretty good arrests and charges and took a number of teams off of the street and out of commission, but the problem is there's more teams coming in, and intelligence suggests that over 100 teams just from Chile are doing these crimes across the country.
Sheriff Bouchard says if you see something suspicious in your neighborhood, call police.